thing about Canada is it will put your goals on pause.
I think I could remember first week I spent like most of my time here at MacEwan. I leave school very late. It was pretty challenging, especially trying to navigate new academic setting.
Move to Canada or when they arrive here first. The most common would be homesickness, trying to adjust to a new culture, trying to decode some of the Canadian system and how they work. Most of them are learning to live independently on top of everything else in unfamiliar environment, unfamiliar culture, and without their friends and family.
I wasn't like able to talk to people the way I do. So unlike where I'm from, like each day you get to speak to someone. There won't be like a day that goes by without you saying hello to someone and all that. But here, like, your neighbors do not want to talk to you. Like, I think like the first 2 months when I got here, I have no idea of who my neighbors are, but I do not know their names. Like, we do not even interact with each other and all that. So that was like one of the biggest challenges. It really affected my social life.
None of my expectations match what my reality was here when I got here, because when it comes to academics, they're very serious about it. So I think I've been like an okay student. Like from high school, I've been an okay, I was never failing, but I was never like up as one of the best, you know? So, and then when I came here, I felt like, oh, with the amount of tuition fees I have to pay, like the least I can do is be the best, you know? So every time I did not do as good as I hoped. Like if I fail something in the class, I'm like in tears, like panicking. I'm like, oh no, like my family's gonna hate this. With the amount of tuition fees that's going into this, like I should be able to do better. I should be able to work harder and, you know, I should put more effort in it. So I'm always like on that because I do not want to disappoint my family. Things did not go as we planned. Ideally, when you're coming, you should know like if you have the total amount for your whole like 4 years or something. So my mom has saved for my first 2 years in hopes that like, oh, for the rest of my degree, I will be able to work and earn it, and then I'll be able to pay off. I didn't want my mom or my parents like carry the load of me studying here, allowances and all of that on themselves alone, because I also knew the condition back home. I knew like the cost of living back home was also pretty high, so it must have been like really tough on them to like have to find means for themselves and also have to send money over here. So almost a year I was like at home doing nothing, just still like figuring out school and stuff. I was like, oh, this is not looking good. Like I have a timeline to meet, you know? I was like, I have goals to meet.
So when you apply to come to Canada, there are strict rules. So they are providing financial support that they can support, and they have funds available for all those years. But I don't think they clearly understand how much it's going to actually be, because living costs here are very expensive currently. And that creates a little bit of an ethical issue as well, because students disclose those money, but when they arrive here, often they don't have it. So that's another issue that can lead to misrepresentation. The living cost used to be way lower. Currently, students have to show that they have around $55,000 per year that they need to disclose before coming, that they have available to them. So if a student is coming for a degree, that amount had to be more substantial to cover that years.
Yes, the tuition fee is crazy, but there are times where like maybe we'd be like exactly $1 short, and then it would just come in the mail, and I'd be like, oh, okay, like that's the $1. Then another thing that really like brought us down was the exchange rate increasing over like it was the exchange rate when I applied to study MacEwan and now are no longer. They are far from the same thing. It has doubled. Like I would say, yeah, it is twice as what it was now as what it was then. So back then we were like, okay, this should be good for 2 years. But then as the exchange rate has increased and the value for Canadian dollars is now way higher than the value for Naira, it was like, okay, maybe this is no longer going to get up to 2 years. It might go down to 1 year and a half, 1 year and then 1 semester.
When we got to Canada, I think we didn't really like have much help, like organizations like helping us out and all that. Rather, it was friends like us about the processes, like we have to get our SIN and, you know, create a bank account, get a SIM and all that. So they were like literally the ones that took us around and made sure everything was in check.
Very heartbreaking to me to see students who sometimes rely, especially with immigration, on their friends' advice or for someone. Immigration advice has to come from very specific for licensed person, and it may sound interesting to people who do not do with immigration, but there are no two similar cases. So even if your friend is in the same program, they may be different immigration issues that may arise or different things that were in your application. The changing immigration rules and law, it's overwhelming, especially in last 2 years. It has been quite a lot of changes that impact students directly, and it can be way easier now to become non-compliant than it used to be. So that creates another layer of stress to students.
I wasn't aware of it, actually. I wasn't aware of it. I think a lot of international students are not being provided with the right amount of information they need. No one gave me like a detailed information on what they do and all that, so I wasn't really fully aware.